All right, welcome back to a market update video for Austin area. This is going to cover the month of July, the latest market update, the market data that we have. I'm going to do a deep dive into the Austin metropolitan area, then a more detailed discussion into each of the satellite cities, including City of Austin, Pflugerville, Leander area. It is alphabetical, so feel free to skip around to get the part that you need. And if you're looking to sell home here in Austin area, feel free to reach out to me using the contact information right here and the number in the description box. If you want to understand what your home is worth and get on my market update list where I send you the latest information about your community, the housing prices in your area, you can join that free list using the link down below as well. It's absolutely free just to keep you updated in the market of your area, of your house. So here we go. The Austin metropolitan area for the month of July, we're looking at median sales price, $435,000, down 3.3%. We are seeing a slowdown in sales compared to a year prior, which is down 7.9% in we saw about 2,400 homes in the month of July. So usually summertime is or during the spring summertime is the hot season, the peak season, but because of the interest rate, because of the tariff scares, because the back then the stock market decreased or dropped, from what my perspective, I saw a lot of buyers backed out. A lot of buyers decided to take a break, decided to wait it out. So it's kind of a slow season. And that means that if you're selling home or listing home for sale during this period, you might experience a bit of a slowdown, or you might be experiencing more of a negotiation issue with the buyer. And the sales volume is down 7.3%, kind of expected, $1.4 billion only for the month of July. Month of inventory, it is up almost a month to 6 months. Now, in a broader picture perspective, this is a pretty healthy number. We're not really shifting towards the buyer's market or seller's market. This is somewhat in the middle, very balanced. But if this trend continues, in my previous videos, we saw this number keep on increasing. If this trend continues into the slowdown season, where this becomes 7 month, 8 month, we might be looking at a more difficult time listing the home for sale. So get ready for that. New listing up 4,300 new listing in the month of July, up 13% from the month prior. So we are continuing to see more and more active listing, up 15% from the year prior. This is a big number, because this number during the pandemic is about 3,000, 4,000. Now it's about 15,000. So that's something to consider. But we are still seeing some people coming out to buy the pending sales, which is 15.3, which is, totally makes sense. We're still in a market where people who want to buy, they are buying. We're not looking at 2008, 2009, where everybody who wants to buy cannot buy, right? We're looking at a stage where the jobs are good. The unemployment rate is really good. So the only major concern, what I've been seeing with my buyers, is that the interest rate, the mortgage rate. So average days on the market, 60 days, up 3 days. Average close list price, 93.1. So you are seeing, the list price. So this means that if you list it at $1 million, you only sell it at 930,000. So the seller and buyer needs to come to an agreement. Because of the higher mortgage rate, they will have an issue. So be sure, if you're listing your home for sale, we're gonna list your home correctly, so you get the traffic that you need, you get the people that you need to create somewhat of a bidding market, right? If you list it too high, you eventually have to sell lower than what it could have potentially sold for. So that is something to consider. Another thing to consider is that I do see that mortgage rate is trending down for the past few weeks or so because of the Federal Reserve coming out and talk about lowering the Federal Reserve rate, federal fund rate. So that is something to consider. I am seeing a lot more buyer inquiries coming out to the market. So if you're interested in getting access to my buyer and you want to list your home for sale, or just wonder what your home value is, you can use the link down below to get on the home valuation list. So now let's continue with the detail. In the city of Austin, we're looking at 551,000, still very, very relatively pricey compared to the rest of Austin, up 2.1%. We are seeing a 769 sales homes sold in the area, the city of Austin area, up 1.1%. 6.7 months of inventory, relatively healthy, but leaning more towards a buyer's market. New listing up 1,300. Active listing 4,500, and we're looking at 92.9%. in terms of average close to list price. So 53 days on market is lower than the 60 days in the all Austin metropolitan area. So it is something that I think Austin is bucking the trend a little bit. We're actually selling homes in that area a lot sooner than before. So that's really good data to look at. Bastrop is another area up 17% from the year prior, $345,000 median sales price, 20 close sales, 7 million-ish sales dollar volume, 6.1 months of inventory. Great. We have 109 active listing and 33 new listing that came onto the market. Average close to list price 92.9%. Average days on market 44 days. This is an area where a lot of my investor clients are coming in. They're buying into this area. A lot of reason is because Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, is building a lot of companies in this area. So if you're an investor, if you want to buy a place here, you can definitely consider this a great area to invest in. I think I helped 2 groups or 3 groups of investors this year already. And there are movie studios being built in this area. So if you're interested in Bastrop, reach out to me. Happy to help you out. Cedar Park is another area that's just keep on being so hot. We keep on talking about real estate is a location game. And Cedar Park is definitely that location. It hits all 3 of that spot. You got good schools, you got good convenient location to all the technology companies out there. Like NVIDIA is building a new, bigger campus over there. So this is a great area. Schools are great. My clients who bought in Cedar Park, I'm sure they're absolutely ecstatic with the purchase they made. Investors buy here. People looking for their primary homes, they buy here as well. So I think it's a great deal. $500,000 medium sales price, up 11% from the year prior. 57 closed sales, which is about the same number as the year prior. 4.9 months of inventory. It is somewhat in the seller's market. So if you want to buy in Cedar Park, you can't really negotiate down that much because this is somewhat of a seller's market. 87 new listing seems a little bit average, a little bit high. Active listing 236, pending sales 63. 57 days on the market and 93.4% average close to list price. So if you want to sell in Cedar Park, I think it's a great time. We got people coming in who are looking to buy, and the good area to buy is always going to be in Cedar Park. Another one, Dripping Spring Southwest Austin area. I'm seeing that home prices are at $615,000 medium sales price, 278 closed sales. So this number looks pretty healthy to me. 5.3 months of inventory. Still, because this area is relatively closer to downtown in the Southwest Austin area, and it has good views. It's not that far away from everything. We do have some out-of-state buyers when they move in here. They want to move to this area because you're close to hill country. You're close to that view. You're close to downtown. It's relatively convenient, not too far off from all of the shopping areas. So this is definitely a good area to consider. The reason this has 1,200 active listings because it's Dripping Spring with this data comes from the whole Southwest region. So that's why this number looks so big. But we're looking at pretty healthy numbers, 48 days on the market, pending sale 279. So pretty good data for Dripping Springs as well. Georgetown, the number, the prices in Georgetown keep on dropping because of the inventory, not only in terms of the new construction home. Well, majority of the reason is because the new construction home. The builders are offering price discounts, they're offering incentives. So that means that people are negotiating with the sellers and the builder in this case, so they were able to buy at a lower price. Medium sales price 287, 120 closed sales, 4.9 months of inventory. We're looking at 488 active listing, 153 new listing. Average closed list price 94.2%. Average days on market 62 days. So decent number if you're looking to sell because you do have buyers coming in, but you do have to have proper expectation to set your expectation that the buyer is going to negotiate, and you might get not exactly what you're looking for if you're trying to list it pretty high. 62 days on the market is basically almost the same as the entire Austin area. Okay, Huddle is looking pretty healthy. I think Huddle is going to be a next boom. Very similar to Pflugerville. A lot of people who cannot afford Pflugerville now shift outwards into the Huddle area if you want to live in the Northeast Austin area. We're looking at 341,000 median sales price, 74 closed sales. We are looking at 4.9 months inventory, so relatively it is into more of a seller's market. We're looking at 126 new listing, 251 active listings. So not that many homes are listed compared to other areas. 52 days average days on the market. So pretty healthy number in huddle as well. You might be wondering, where are the unhealthy market, William? Well, we're going to talk about that later, okay? All right, Jonestown. Jonestown, yeah. This is one area that you might consider it unhealthy. Median sales price is 41%, 769,000. But because we only have 3 sales this month, so I don't really put a lot of emphasis on the accuracy or the statistical significance of this data set because we only have 3 sales. Jonestown, I keep seeing clients who want to move there are people who are looking to retire, who are looking to buy their vacation home, retirement home, some sort of that buyer class, as you can see. 17.7 months of inventory. That's because you only closed 3 sales and then you have more new supplies coming onto the market. So average days on market 124. That's, to me, pretty unhealthy market. So if you're looking to sell in Jonestown, set your proper expectation that it's going to be on the market for maybe more than half a year. Average close to list price 84%. 84%. Ridiculous. So watch out for the Jonestown area. Lago Vista, still close to the lake, in the hill country area. I think this is a great place because it has pretty convenient access to things, and then it's a pretty well-known area. Median sales price, it is 460,000, up 5% from the year prior. We're looking at 23 closed sales, so we do see people coming into buying into this area. So the same buyer class from Jonestown, they also apply to Lago Vista, but most of them will choose Lago Vista over Jonestown. We are down 20% from the year prior in terms of numbers homes sold for the month of July. We are looking at average closed list price 89%. Pending sales, it is 33. So we are getting buyers coming in and we're getting people to buy in this area. But still, when it's like West Austin, where it's Hill Country View, where the need of buying a home is more like a vacation or more like a getaway type of place, you do see average days on market to be a little bit higher. So we are seeing buyers who are buying, they're mostly buying because they want to live there as their primary home. So which totally makes sense because, second home mortgage or investment home mortgage, those rates are pretty high. So definitely something to consider. But if you're looking to buy a pretty good vacation home, now is a pretty good time to negotiate. So reach out to me using number down below. Happy to help out. Lakeway, if you're looking to buy Lakeway, another great area in the West Austin area near Lake Travis. The views are great. So this is the area, the prime area that people talk about when they want to move to West Austin, like get the waterfront view, right? So we're looking at save 797,000 median sales price, up 12%, 32 closed sales, up 23%, 63 days on the market, pretty healthy, especially for the West Austin area. Average closed list price, 92%. This is a very healthy number. 51 new listing, 218 active listing, and we are looking a little bit longer of a month's inventory. Understandable, prices here are a little bit higher, a little bit since the location is a little bit further away. You do see people looking to move here. So I think a lot of people might be cash buyer, and I see a lot of custom made home here too. So something to consider. Leander used to be a hot area, but because of the builders, they keep on building homes there. We are seeing price negotiation, price drops, price improvements, or price reductions. $400,000 in sales price, 60 closed sales. Not bad, up 10% basically from the year prior, but we are looking at prices dropping in this Leander area. 52 days on the market, 94% list to sell price. This is a pretty good number. To me, it's pretty healthy. I think Leander is probably going to hover around 400,000 ish for the rest of the year. That's my hope anyway. 6.1 months of inventory, looking pretty healthy. So it's a very healthy, very balanced marketplace. If you're a resale home, you're looking to sell your home and you're not a builder, you need to consider, okay, how can I compete with builders who are offering 4.99 interest rate or 3.99 interest rate? So something to consider. If you're looking to list your home for sale or just get an understanding of what your home could potentially sell for, use the link down below. Feel free to reach out to me as well. Happy to do a comparable market analysis for you for absolutely free. Next one, Liberty Hill. Liberty Hill is like Northwest Austin, a little bit further out than Leander. We are looking at a pretty healthy number, 550,000, up 3% in terms of medium sales price. We're looking at close sales 75. We are looking at the 6.6 months of inventory, 160 new listings coming onto the market. Days on market is very long. I think Liberty Hill is going to have its boom, but right now, because of its location and the choices, because when you're buying Liberty Hill, you could be considering buying Lakeway, right? And you get better views in Lakeway anyway. 6.6 months of inventory. We're looking at 91.1% average close to list price. So something to consider if you're looking to sell in Liberty Hill. It might be a while if you want to list your home for sale, especially heading into the cooler part of the cycle of the year. Manor is an investor-friendly area. I know a lot of communities who are looking to lower their prices. 26 closed sales, which isn't really a big number. Considering its location to downtown Austin, I still think Manor is going to be an untapped area, and especially with the median sales price at $360,000. The only thing that would distract me from this area is because of the higher property tax rate, 2.6 to 2.8%, because of a lot of infrastructure build up. And it only has like 1 or 2 HEB Walmarts that's in like a downtown Manor area. I wish it has a lot more in like West Manor or East Manor area. But if you're living in West Manor, you get access to like Wells Branch, you get access to Austin, get access to Pflugerville, so you might not worry about that as much. But still, 4.4 months of inventory for Manor, 61 days, pretty standard across Austin. So I think Manor is having a rebound. We are seeing some homes being sold in the area, 21 pending sales, and then 26 closed deals, and we only have 100 or so homes listed for selling in Manor. So if you're looking to sell in Manor, this could potentially be a good time. Pflugerville. I love Pflugerville. It's a great area. I consider this like one of the most undervalued or underappreciated areas, just like Manor, but this is way more convenient. A lot of my buyers, they're looking to buy in Pflugerville as well, because school districts are decent and improving rapidly. The location is convenient. You know, you can drive to Apple, you can drive to Dell, 10-15 minutes, no problem at all, and prices are still relatively affordable compared to Cedar Park area. Remember, Cedar Park's about $500,000. This one, Manor, Pflugerville, we're talking about $390,000. 51 closed sales in the month of July. We're looking at 73 pending sales, 233 active listing, 50 days on the market. Very, very fast compared to the rest of the Austin area, right? 95.6% average close to list price. So I think this is a pretty good number. 233 active listing, 85 new listings coming onto the market. So I would say, I personally expect if you're looking to sell in Pflugerville, you will get pretty good number in terms of your close, in terms of the offers that you're getting, because there are some buyers competing in this area. Round Rock. I love Round Rock. I went to Round Rock Public Library just this past week, and I love that area. I think Round Rock is always going to be a stable in the Austin metro area in terms of suburb or satellite city. So $460,000 medium sales price, up 8.9%. Great number. Under 13 closed sales, down 10%. I'm not really too worried about that. 4.8% months of inventory, looking very good for the sellers. If you're looking to sell, now's a good time. Active listing 474, 208 new listings, and we're looking at close to list price 94.8%. So, you know, this is a very, very healthy number, all things considered. So when people are buying, as you can see, people are buying in Round Rock, they're buying in Cedar Park, and sometimes they're buying in Pflugerville area as well. So if you think of people moving out of city Austin, moving into the suburban area, the north, you can see they cover the northwest, Cedar Park, the north, Round Rock, northeast, Pflugerville. So those are the 3 prime areas that I'm going to focus on, I think, for the next few years or so, because that's close enough to downtown, affordable enough compared to the city of Austin area. So 44 days on the market, on average, much lower than the 60 days compared to the rest of the Austin area. Final one, we're going to talk about Westlake Hills. Let's see how the rich people live, right? 3.69%, 3.7 million or so medium sales price. We are seeing some buyers coming out in the Westlake area. 7 closed sales. This is a big number considering the price point that we're dealing with. We are looking at 7.5 months of inventory, and then we have 5 new listings coming onto the market with 23 active new listings, 23 existing listings. Pending sales is 3, which is not that bad, not that good either, and 84 days on the market. Average closed list price before we're talking about like 91%, 90%, but now it's up to 93%. So we're seeing that price improvement or like the closing the gap. So we're seeing the seller list price and the and the final sales price actually meeting closer together. So I think this is good, which totally makes sense because we did see stock market rebound. We did see the interest rate getting lower. So I do expect that this area is going to improve for the next half a year to the next year or so. So thank you for watching. As I mentioned before, if you're looking to get a free home valuation, you can use the link down below to join a monthly market report update. Sent to your email for free, show you everything that you need to know. And if you're looking to list your home for sale, you can reach out to me using the number right here. You can also use you can get access to me using the number down there in the description box as well. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.